Make it the 24-yard line.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What? 180! They can't hang with us. What's that?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Chester. Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, 58 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Alert. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Room here to run. And running with power here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. They go play action here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now left side on the swing pass. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And down to the 27-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let him know, let him know.
A shotgun snap for gone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Gurley now out of the gun, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Gone. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Rams have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, look, ran, go.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Rolling to his right. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Take 4.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Being chased out left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
That's some strong running. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They run. It's Gurley. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A big run there by Gurley. 48 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Goff now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They begin with a run by Davis. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now it's Trubisky. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Corey Littleton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Hold on. Check. Slam.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll buy some time right. Right side complete. That's Woods. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12.
58, right there. Here we go. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
11.
On 2nd and 12, Goff out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Cornell. Value 1.
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Mike is 59.
Trubisky from his end zone on 3rd and long. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
3rd and 6.
We go tonight. 180.
Check the out. Hey, switch gears. 58, right over the top.
Out of the gun, Goff. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This one caught by Davis. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Work. Hey, Charlie.
Check. Mike, check. 59.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
12.
On second and very short, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cook. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That one goes for 24 yards. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Now it's Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
Like 20. Hey, lift.
58 right there. Watch the run.
Hey, Delta.
58 is a mic. Go 58.
11.
Now Goff. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Let's get this.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
We're good.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Woods the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58 to Mike. I got him.
To throw is gone. They got a man. It's Woods. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Goff. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, 66 yards. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Now Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Get up! 180!
Check. No. Get the ball.
A first down carry for Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperate. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
goes left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Trubisky to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
26 months. Smooth.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Watch the safety. 18. Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll make it third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot for Trubisky. He's going to take a shot for the... And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
Yeah. Wanna been a business.